Now more than ever, it's time to exploit your well's potential with a partner, Universal Well Site Solutions. One company, one solution. It's just that simple. Let us help you maximize production, increase equipment lifespan, reduce your LOEs, recover valuable personnel time, minimize retraining costs, design unconventional and automated fields, design customized, fully integrated well site equipment, communications, and leasing options. And we can do all of this with a one-stop, comprehensive, field-proven solution to your well site production needs. It's just that simple. Whether it's a fully integrated skid product, highly reliable pressure sensor technology, or state-of-the-art software, we provide all that's needed to produce your well's potential. Are downhole pump conditions costing you money in lost production? Is frequent pump cycling causing excessive wear and tear on your equipment? You'll put an end to these costly situations with Universal's Downhole Sensor, a uniquely designed, low-cost, waterproof device that accurately measures fluid levels in real time. With fluid level readings constantly delivered to the surface, your operators can adjust pump speeds to achieve desired fluid levels. This industry-designed differential pressure sensor measures the weight of the fluid column and with proper controls maintains the fluid level at your requested depth.
Well, this takes all the guesswork out of it. Therefore, you get longer pump life, less money being spent on workover rigs, more money that you have to use on your production as far as maybe looking at drilling new wells and moving forward.
Making sure that the fluid constantly covers the downhole pump ensures its safe and continued runtime. Another benefit involves pump cycling, which causes excessive wear and tear on your equipment, which is minimized now.
You can control your production by eliminating a lot of those problems.
Before the downhole sensor is lowered into the well, it's strapped or taped to the pup joint, commonly referred to as the downhole sensor cradle, which is part of the tubing string. Strapping the downhole sensor to the pup joint protects the sensor from damage caused by the casing when lowering and raising the pipe string inside of the well.
So we'll put this in our system, our pump will go here, our tubing connects here, our sensor is set into the cradle, we'll connect this and we'll run it downhole.
The pump, cradle, and tubing are then lowered downhole to the desired depth. The downhole sensor cable is taped to the tubing one time on each pipe joint. The downhole sensor cable passes through a pack-off as it exits the wellhead and runs directly to the OPI. The sensor detects the downhole pressure and sends the signal to the OPI, which converts this data into a water level reading. This allows the OPI to run the pump at the most efficient speed according to the well water's production, as well as stop the pump in case a well is overproduced. That prevents the pump from burning up. The downhole sensor, coupled with a surface casing pressure sensor, measure the hydrostatic pressure of the water column located above the sensor. Using this data, the water level above the pump can be estimated with very high accuracy. The wellhead controller sends data to the communication network, transmitting to the remote SCADA host. Sensors are a critical part of this operation. When a sensor fails, it can lead to costly repairs and downtime. So, what are the most common reasons for sensor failure? Failure to make a watertight apparatus. Failure to ensure the ruggedness of the cable. Not ensuring proper installation. Not providing proper electrical hookups at the surface. Not providing accurate supervision of the rig crew to ensure careful installation. Universal avoids sensor failure by adapting best practices in downhole sensor installation. It's important to follow these procedures. Install the base of the pressure sensor 1 foot above the submersible pump at a 90 to 180 degree position from the motor leads. Use a pup joint with sensor protector as the first section of the tubing going downhole. Using duct tape or submersible pump tape, Start applying 1 inch above the end of the sensor, continuing 6 inches past the watertight boot onto the sensor cable. Apply 2 to 3 complete wraps of duct tape, submersible pump tape, or stainless steel band above and below each joint of tubing while maintaining as much tension as possible. Leave 1/2 inch of slack in cable at each joint to account for stretching as tubing goes down the hole. Using Universal WellSite Solutions pack-offs, seal the sensor cable by first tightening the pack-off with hand pressure, followed by a half turn with a wrench. Don't tighten the pack-off completely down, because the pack-off may sever the cable. Terminate the sensor lead that's black in color to a 10 to 36 volt DC circuit fused at 500 milliamps. Terminate the sensor lead that's white in color to the terminal accepting the 4 to 20 milliamp signal. Ground the bare sensor wire to an isolated low voltage grounding bus. Remember to assign someone to monitor the rig crew in order to ensure that extreme care is taken not to damage the sensor cable as it's being lowered downhole. Be careful not to damage the pup joint with the tongs on the rig. If the pup joint is damaged, this may cause it to fail from putting a hole in it or weakening the welds in the steel. We recommend that a no-turn tool be used or a tubing centralizer be used with PC pumps. The tubing centralizer should be installed at the bottom of the tubing to limit the downhole movement, which limits damage to downhole sensors. Finally, if the wellhead is not set up with a 1/2 inch opening for the pack-off tool, place a 2-inch T and a reducer bushing on the backside of the wellhead. When the operation of your downhole pump perfectly matches fluid conditions, your pump will run less and save you in costly repairs and replacement. When your desired fluid levels are maintained automatically, your productivity increases, plus your production is not disrupted.
We're going in to change this pump in this well today. First time this rig's been on location in 3 years. Before, I was changing every 30 to 45 days. I'd have a rig out here. Roughly, you're spending $3,000 plus for every time a rig pulls up on location. Well, if you're doing that every 30 to 45 days, look how much money you're spending versus one time in 3 years.
And that is the power of WellSite automation. Just one of numerous automation technologies available to you from Universal. Technologies and solutions that pay off for some of the most reputable and desirable names in the business. Marathon Oil has high praise for Universal's sensor technology. After Marathon adopted it, the improvement, they say, amounts to about $120,000 in savings a year, adding value. Marathon recommends Universal as a breath of fresh air.
So the guesswork is gone. You know, kind of like the older days, that was your job. You had to know it all. And today, not only does it make that job easier, it makes you look a lot better in the production side as well.
The solutions from Universal WellSite reduce maintenance costs and maximize the life of your equipment. Help you produce more gas from your wells, even wells that have already been tapped. Allows you to monitor and control your well sites on your PC from anywhere in the world. Universal's equipment is working at more than 12,000 sites around the globe. Let us design a project for you. Universal WellSite Solutions. Visit us on the web at universalwellsite.com and learn more about our full range of solutions. Hardware, service, software design, field and classroom training, product R&D, consulting and project management, operating, equipment leasing. Universal WellSite Solutions. One company, one solution. It's just that simple.